So what's up, everybody? Bill here, down here at the Santa Ana River Trail. Happy Thursday to everybody. It's my Saturday, and I'm feeling okay now that I'm out of the house. I got up pretty early today. Had a little headache, but still got up. Had my usual coffee. Had my usual oatmeal. Went back, laid down for a couple hours, fell asleep, had a nap. Woke up, and it was kind of raining early in the morning, and that all cleared up, obviously. So it's nice and warm out, got a nice cool breeze coming through. So I wanted to come out here and get a walk in the sun, because who knows how much longer until the sun starts going away for fall, you know. I'm on a 5-mile walk now. I'm probably like 3.5 miles in. Got about another 1.5 miles to go, so, but it's feeling pretty good. I just, there's so much negativity going on these days. I can't get away from it, man. I'm sorry, but I just can't seem to get a break from the negativity. It's every day now, it seems like. Just the whole, everything, man. It seems like it's everything. Politics, the economy, people, the internet. Everything just contributes to this overall just negative atmosphere we have here, man, on this damn planet, at least in America. And it's like, holy moly, dude. Just even 10 years ago, everything felt different. It just seems like everything started taking a dump just a little over 10 years ago, it seems like. Pretty much after Obama got in there, it seems like. You know, I try to reflect, and I'm trying to like piece everything together. And I look at my oldest videos on here on my channel, and none of this shit was happening 12, 13 years ago. It was a totally different world. Totally. The whole vibe was different just 10 years ago. Okay? We didn't have hardly any of the issues. We didn't have hardly any of the negative atmosphere that we have now, okay? And it seemed like, you know, within the last 10 years, it seemed like just so much shifted. Really, when Obama got in there, it seems like, man, like, but really started after when Biden got in there, because that's when I noticed a lot of really major changes, especially with the economy, you know. And that's really when, you know, actually like 10 years ago is really when the internet started really taking off, and everything, the technology really started getting honed in. And it just seems like everything all at once starts coming in. The bad economy, all the technology, crappy leaders, corrupt government. I think the corrupt government's been going on for a long time, probably ever since Reagan. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking, what president have we had since Reagan that actually gave a shit about this country? Reagan seemed like he was the last one that gave a crap about this country, but he made some big boo-boos too, man. He did some foobar moves also, closing all the sanitariums and nut houses. He should have left those alone, because now all these people on the street, they have nowhere to go but jail or be homeless or these freaking shelters, you know. And it's like, there's some bad decisions, bad leadership, all of them, man. I don't even know if I can Trump any better than Reagan, really. I mean, he might be just too little too late. I don't know. But I guess we're going to find out, right? I'd like to say Trump is better than all of them. But my pocketbook's not showing it, and the atmosphere that I'm living in is not showing it. Yet is the key word, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to get any better, even with Trump in there, really. I hope it's not just too far gone. Like the last 20, 30 years, man, we just been getting thrown under the bus. Time and time again, our country's been getting used and abused and put away wet and dirty. And just people coming into this country for so long that don't give a shit about this country. They're here for their own benefit and their people, their country. Take it back there and enrich their land, right? Seems like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what to make of a lot of it, really. A lot of it just seems like bullshit to me. And then there's these little sliver of hope. Sometimes there's a little sliver of hope that shines through. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is, you know? It might be that. Maybe I'm just feeding into the bullshit too much, and I'm just infecting myself with all of it, you know, from just what I focus on. Could be that, but I don't know, man. I just feel different now than I did just 10 years ago. A lot different. You know, no wonder I drank and did drugs, man. Really. For what's been going on this whole time, no wonder. Maybe it's just I feel like this now because I'm sober. Speaking of sober, today is my 519th day sober. Yay for me. So in another month or so, less than a month, a little less than a month, a little over 3 weeks, I'll have a year and a half sober. Okay. And my record is a year and a half exactly. Okay. And a year and a half is the longest I've been sober, probably, I think, my whole adult life, when it comes to alcohol at least. But this time it's different. I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going. So in about 3.5 weeks, I'll have a year and a half, which will break my old record of being sober, the longest I ever have. That's pretty sad, huh? That's pretty sucky, man. But you know what? At the same time, it's very good because I'm doing it. But you know, my whole adult life, it was always alcohol. It was always there, okay? Ever since I was a kid, alcohol has been the one that's been there steady, okay? And it wasn't always just beer. It was hard liquor. And just as long as it was alcohol, I was down, because that's how my whole lifestyle was ever since I was a kid. Okay, it's been alcohol party time. So you know, now that I've been sober almost a year and a half, and the world is in, you know, the shape it's in. And it's just a shocker to me, man, like to be sober, especially during these times we're having. It's like a double whammy, it seems like, you know. But you know what? I'm glad I'm sober now, because with all this shit going on, it's probably not a good time to numb myself from it all. It's probably good to have my eyes wide open and be aware of what's going on in the world around me. You know what I'm saying? And try to prepare myself for the future a little better, you know, instead of just no telling how messed up I would be right now if I would have kept doing what I was doing, drinking and doing drugs. Who knows? I don't know. I certainly wouldn't be out here right now walking 5 miles in this riverbed on a sunny day. You know, who knows what I'd be doing, but I can see why I did drugs and alcohol. You know, it just numbs you, and that's an easy way to go, man. That's an easy way to tune out all the problems that's going on in this freaking world, man. Especially this country, man. Easy way to tune it all out. Just numb it, knock out. Numb it, knock out. Day after day after day. Wake up, do it again. You know, do it with all your friends. Have a good time doing it. Yeah, that's how it rolls. I mean, I can't knock alcohol and drugs. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun. My problem is I did it so much, so long, I just need a break from it, man. I need a break from it. Maybe, I don't know, permanently, but definitely needed to break from it and to just see what life is like without anything. And so far, it's pretty good. Is it as good as I thought? Is it as good as I remember it last time? It has its things, you know, like you get kind of bored sometimes. You're having to deal with life straight on. As it is, man. No hiding behind a bottle or drugs. And there's definitely pros and cons to it. I feel much healthier, that's for sure. I think I look better, that's for sure. But then there's the other parts where it's like I get stressed out and I can't tune out, okay? And I get bored, you know, and I don't have as many friends. It's just what it is. I don't have as a good time like I used to. So there's pros and cons to it, no doubt about it. But you know, I'm older now, so it's like it's probably better for me to just be sober because I am older. You know, I can't take liberties on my health like I used to because I don't have my youth on my side anymore. You know, and all I have left is my mom, and I don't have my dad anymore. I don't have a lot of family that I can rely on, so I have to be more self-sufficient and reliable to myself, and because no one's going to save me anymore. You know, in the past, you know, my dad's helped me, my mom's helped me, people help me, but you know, those people aren't available really anymore, you know, that I would expect to help me. You really shouldn't expect anybody to help you. I mean, you should be just relying on yourself anyways, but you know how it is. You have the comfort of knowing you got some help there. If you know you hit rock bottom, there's always people that can help you, you know, that you think will help you. You know, in some cases, you might have thought wrong, you know, maybe sometimes, sometime, the people you thought would be there to help you, they're not, you know, and then the people you didn't think would be there, they were actually there for you. It's weird, you know, but anyways, kind of getting off into a tangent there. I'm down here. It's my Saturday. I feel better. I got outside. I don't have any plans. It's my Saturday. I had a pretty good week at work. The usual routine. You know, I'm getting burned out with it. Getting burned out with having to work all the time, just like I say in every one of my videos. But the point of this video is the whole climate of everything, I'm finding it very difficult to be positive, okay? And the one thing I think, you know, they say you got to make yourself happy. That's very true. It's very true. But, you know, it does help when there's other people along the ride, you know, of trying to make yourself happy. It does help when there's someone there to be happy with you. You know, that's a big problem of mine lately. I've this whole isolation thing it gets to me a little bit. It does, it gets to me. And it's really easy to get bummed out about it, man, you know, but what can you do, man? You know, you can't force people to want to be around you. You can't force yourself to be around people, you know, so you just got to learn to cope, you know, cope with it. But, you know, everything can change. Ew, some dead animal right there. Gross. There's some nasty shit down here in this riverbed, man. Dead animals, broken glass, all kinds of weird stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm glad I'm sober. 519 days in, almost to my record. But, you know, I'm not looking at my record as like, you know, place to stop. I want to keep going because I just feel that being sober, clean and sober, for me and in this age and what's going on in this world, I just feel like it's a better choice for me. And that's why I'm going to keep doing it. So I just kind of wanted to rant a little bit on that because that's what's going on in my head. And I like to have, you know, some of the clarity that I've been having as a sober person, a little more clarity in my head, able to, you know, think more clear and be a little more productive, and instead of just always feeling like crap from, you know, poisoning and polluting myself, you know, and not doing things to keep myself fit, you know. So in that aspect, I'm really glad, that I'm doing this. And I'm going to keep on doing it. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. And appreciate you guys stopping by. I also appreciate those who support my sobriety, which is everybody for the most part. And I do appreciate that. Nobody's been pressuring me or nothing to start doing any drinking or drugging. Nobody's done that at all, and I do appreciate that. So that's cool. And everybody seems to be supportive of what I'm doing, and that's even cooler. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to try to enjoy my weekend the best I can and just kind of go with the flow and see what comes of it. You know, I will say a couple of times this week, I did have opportunities to probably catch dates, but I just didn't follow through. So we'll see. I just don't want to have pressure on me about it because it's just, I just like things to go flow naturally. I don't like to force things, you know. So as far as that goes, that's how it's going to have to be. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by. You know what to do if you haven't done it already, and we'll check you later. See ya.